Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Now it's Eto. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into a stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
Yeah, the easiest way to make a difference is to score, so quickly taken. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Nesta does well to get it back. And no, that was never going to make it. Messi. Now it's Hazard. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
This is good pressing, they're not short on bodies. Well, that is good, super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Now it's Eto. Not the most convincing of passes. Nesta. Portugal yet to have an attempt on goal. And it's Nesta. Van Dijk. Cruyff. Now it's Gullit. And it's Hazard. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Portugal looking to pass their way through. Mbappe! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Mbappe clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
It's a throw-in. Hazard. Pinches it off him. Ronaldinho. Threads one in. And this is Gullit. And the finish! That is decidedly lacking.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. Nice-looking ball. Can he latch on to this? And this is Messi. That's tidy. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Now it's Mbappe. Has a look and plays it forward. Maldini kept his eye on it, and he's there. Nesta. Lahm. Gullit. Oh, that's well spotted. Now it's Eto. Now it's Messi. That's an imaginative pass. Schmeichel breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Looking for a runner. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. And that's put paid to a promising move. Now this could be a chance. Ronaldinho. Now, can they get him away? Now it's Ronaldinho.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Climbs up big! They just took too long getting forward.
Peter, the best counter-attacks are pacey and incisive, we know that, and that one never really got going.
Now it's Mbappe. Aimed beyond the defence. Now it's Eto'o. And it's Eto'o. Shot, surely! Marvellous goal!
And for such a big name in your side to register very close to the break, not only creates a real buzz in your dressing room during the break, but dispirits the opposition too, and sets up a decent chance to go on and finish this game to their liking now.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
There's the whistle for half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time, because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Tries a shot! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Beckenbauer. And Azar. Well, that pass isn't the best. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. And it's Azar. Eto'o. Driving forward, and he's running through. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Well, that looks a good ball through. Beckenbauer. Ronaldinho. And he's let fly. Portugal still chasing a one-goal deficit here. Beckenbauer. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Oh, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Oh, Red, nice interception. And he's surging through. Vieira. Quarter of an hour into the second half. Messi. Good effort from distance. That's a half-decent try.
Very speculative with little threat, if any, for the keeper.
Out to the right. In by Hullet. Nice interception, well timed.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
He's picked his way through. Little pass back. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, there'll be no accusations of a lack of effort. They're giving as good...
Has a shot! It's off target and by quite a way.
A message to the wise, it's probably better to try and get him behind that defence than try that over and over.
No, he's not getting past him there. Now it's Mbappe. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Messi, a player who needs no introduction. Mbappe. Cruyff. And here's Hullet. Beckenbauer. Looking for options for movement. And he was quick to react. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Brilliantly cut out. Shot could be on.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
they're not going to make any further progress now. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Lahm could try cutting inside here.
Substituição para Portugal.
Portugal have their second corner now.
Número 21, Ronaldinho. Número 15, Eto'o. Número 25, vão dar os seus lugares a número 24, número 8, Makelele. Número 23, número 20.
Shoots! Thuram gets it clear. And it's Makelele. And this is Hullet. And he's had it nicked away. Portugal are in a tearing hurry to save themselves here.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to. Corinthians nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Played in deep, punched away. Corinthians clearly now in lead preservation mode. Now it's Mbappe. Nicely shaped ball. But that has not gone well. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Sané crossed into the middle. Pele! And that is the end of it. They hung on right till the finish. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort, at times effervescence, but just one goal to show for all of that. What are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
That's a fairly demoralising loss. They hardly threatened, and this was about as insane.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
This terrific, familiar sight for all who follow Latin American football. It has featured in so many famous international tournaments. The action has already started. And here's Eto'o. Rickxtom wins the duel this time.
It's always a pleasure to see Paolo Maldini take to the pitch.
So would say anyone who understands the defender's art.
Well, bias comes easy for me when we talk about one of the greatest pros. He exudes calm, elegance, intelligence, an Italian giant.
And he's managed to gift it back. Eto'o. It's going to be another throw. Ronaldinho. Mbappe. Cruyff. And here's Eto'o. Hazard. Oh, well played, well played. Fair to say, I think, a cautious start from both teams. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That has not gone well.
Ronaldinho really was well marshalled there.
Face to face with the keeper. Can he finish? Goal! Corinthians!
The skill and the confidence was just brilliant, and he showed both a quick head and even quicker feet.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Now it's Mbappe. He's a sharp little ball here. Now it's Eto'o. Oh, nice touch. Hazard. Hazard going face-to-face with his great rival. Bullet. Maldini cuts it out. And here's Eto'o. Mbappe. Hazard gets into some space. He's having a shot! It's in! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
Corinthians are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Cleared without hesitation. And now a sudden chance to counter. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it. Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And here's Mbappe. Messi takes a shot. And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Messi actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Some good work on the right flank here. And it's Hullet. 30 minutes gone. Thuram makes the interception. Mbappe is onto this. And the through ball. Mbappe gets through on his own. Rickxtom. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Messi. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And he's there to make the challenge. And it's Vieira. Always onto this. Van Dijk spots it and intercepts. Portugal are still behind as we reach out for half-time. And this is Eto'o. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Eto'o. No outsmarting him this time. Tar did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And Hullet! It's off target and by quite a way.
Portugal certainly look sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Beckenbauer. And it's Vieira. Now it's Eto'o. Now it's Messi. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. Portugal ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Eto'o. Messi.
Oh, great
He's
feet,
shifting through the gears here. Oh, such a clever touch. Mbappe. And the first 45 minutes are up. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
And the boss is going to be disappointed with the way his team just switched off for those 2 goals. They'll have to take some risks now to try and get back in this game, and it's easier said than done, as we know.
So we're just settling back into this second half.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
And the shot! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. That's a sharp pass. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Tries to pass it through.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Hullet looking to penetrate opposition lines. Now it's Cruyff. Lahm got a long way forward to join the attack. That's a shade optimistic. Cruyff.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
Messi. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Looking for options for movement. That's been intercepted. Rijkaard. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Corinthians looking to pass their way through. Rijkaard. Oh, good-looking ball. And now the breakaway. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Hazard takes control of it, and he's on the move. Ronaldinho. Portugal finding their passes. And that's another good win of the ball. Messi, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Well, the ball's gone astray. Van Dijk. Lahm. Crunching tackle. Showing great feet there. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Ronaldinho.
Portugal appear determined to play through the middle again, and guess what? It's the same result.
And no, he's seen through all of that. Lahm. It's Ronaldinho. Now it's Eto. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Messi. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Now it's Mbappe. Hazard. And he's found a way past. Shapes to shoot. That's another chance. And it's there. And they are pulling clear here. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
Cambio en Portugal. Número 15.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
21.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Número 24.
And
Número
here's
20.
Hullet. Sané takes aim and crosses.
Portugal truly seem to be at loggerheads in trying to sort this out. Is it the passing or the movement that's the problem? I think both. Portugal are certainly now looking like a sorry lot. They haven't got a proper defence or attack, for that matter.
And it's Lam. Sané. And he gets rid in a hurry. Now that looks a decent ball. Rijkaard. Vieira shows great strength. That has been cut short.
Se agregará un minuto al tiempo reglamentario.
Now it's Sané.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
That's that, the end. A tale of two teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other fragile and seemingly clueless. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve, whether it's the manager's message not getting through or not having the right players in the right positions. It all looked a bit lost.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. There's the whistle. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air, and what's more, he seems to really love a tussle. His passing's good too, and he never seems to lose it in important areas. I'd expect this team to notch up a lot of clean sheets with him on board.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Nesta. Here's Tar. And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank. Oh, that's well spotted. Ronaldinho. Rijkaard. Looking for a runner. Mbappe providing an outlet on that flank. Oh, that's nice. Pinches it off him. Oh, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now it's Mbappe. He's had a shot! Goal! Corinthians! There is the breakthrough! Well, how's that for a class finish?
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Quarter of an hour played. Now it's Eto'o. Great vision. Thinks about the shot. Oh, now this is interesting, and the referee has pointed to the spot. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. Real pressure penalty, this. We're level. Not much more than a formality.
I just think the keeper committed himself too early.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
And he's heaved it away. Hazard. Looking for options for movement. Now it's Hullet.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
He's found a way through. Oh, that was vital. And it's Lahm, out towards the flank. Cruyff going face-to-face with his great rival, who played through for the wide man. I think that's a corner. Yes, it is.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Goes for a shot! Great effort, but no way through. It's their second corner of the game. Mbappe plays it short. Corinthians are looking to go forward now. Now it's Mbappe. Played into space out wide, and he's had it nicked away. Mbappe looks to get on the end of this. On the through ball, and he's straight offside. "30 minutes gone."
Corinthians clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
And that is out of play. Pull it. Van Dijk. That is good alertness. Azar. Ronaldinho. It's a searching pass. Vieira. And it's Messi. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. Beckenbauer. Now it's Mbappe. Spread out to the left. Well, they can break here. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Van Dijk gets a foot in and wins the ball. Beckenbauer. Out to the left it goes. He has found the way through. Can he spark a counter here? Well, that pass isn't the best. That's a sharp pass. It's a pretty loose pass. And it's Azar. Mbappe looking to add to his goal. Now it's Messi. Messi! It's hit the crossbar.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And there is the half-time whistle. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. So, all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break. Corinthians get the second half going. And this is Eto'o. Messi. And Messi! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Rijkaard.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
That's a nicely shaped ball. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Hazard looking to get on the end of this. Pull it. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Nice looking ball. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. And the shot! There it is!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here.
Really tidily gathered, and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Mbappe!
And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Messi goes short. Backward it goes. Tries a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? And now a sudden chance to counter. He's shifting through the gears here. Just eases him off the ball. Mbappe with an air of confidence about him, a certain swagger.
Well, you can't grumble when a player at least tries to make something happen.
And here's Eto'o. Can he get on the end of this? Real chance! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Messi is offering a wry smile there.
Corner number 2 then. That's the keeper's ball.
Corinthians really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
You can run onto that. That's an excellent interception. Maldini. Messi. Beckenbauer. Corinthians finding their passes. Now it's Hazard. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Messi. Passing is crisp and sharp. Mbappe. Oh, just skips past. Takes a shot! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
That was some seriously slick play. Pretty much textbook apart from the finish. Very impressive movement.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Just about up to 75 minutes. Corinthians looking to pass their way through. Lahm did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Oh, that's ambitious. Lahm. And it's Lahm. Looking to play him in. Mbappe. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet.
Substituição para Portugal. Número 10.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Ronaldinho.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Vão dar os seus lugares a número 23.
He's having a shot! Has another go! Got to be quick to recover this. And that would have won it.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Really can't believe it. He let the opposition off the hook there, and he knows it all too well.
And he was quick to react. Roberto Baggio.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Cruyff. That is ended up in no man's land. Konate kept his eye on it, and he's there. Spread it left. He's being urged to shoot. Oh, shooting chance! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Well-timed, excellent interception. Rummenigge, and this is Pele! It's played through for him.
Foram indicados 2 minutos de compensação.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
That's tidy. Now there's a fine ball, showing good feet. And that is as far as it goes. Portugal have done it with iron, with pragmatism, the sort you expect from a team like this. Admirable, enjoyable, and look how they reacted to that initial setback. Eto picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. Well, from behind, Jim, that is some win, isn't it?
This has been a very composed response when trailing. There was no sense of anxiety, just a belief to stick to the game plan and stick together. And it's been a very impressive turnaround.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. There's the whistle, and here we go.
Well, Peter, at this stage we often focus on the creative and goal-scoring talent, but I'm going to mention a defender in Lilian Thuram. As good as they come for me, very strong and athletic and competent in every other department you care to mention.
Just about the perfect defensive specimen.
Yeah, and I think often underrated.
And here's Mbappe. Now who's going to be first to this? Leicester gets it clear. Corinthians have it back and can go again. That has ended up in no man's land. Looking to play him in. Van Dijk. Vieira. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Not the most accurate pass. Pretty cagey early on from both sides. Spread it left. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Hazard. Eto'o might just make this. The counter is on for Portugal, and he's picked out the run. Oh, nice touch. Lam looking to go deep. Big header! No, couldn't quite control it.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
Hazard. Still goalless at the moment. And here's Mbappe. And this is Eto'o. Messi aims beyond the defence. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Vieira. Messi, and he's had a hit! Oh, that was wicked, a truly wicked effort.
Yep, certainly could have been something so much more.
Mbappe. Konate cuts out the pass. Vieira. He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. And it's Messi. And here's Eto'o. Showing great feet there. He's being urged to shoot. He is just caressing the ball. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Well, they're struggling to cope with a pacey dribble because they've not been at it as a team. I think the collective pressure needs to be better all round.
Oh, sweet feet. Messi takes a shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And it's Hazard. Tries to pass it through. And this is Eto'o. Ronaldinho. Half an hour played now. Pass somewhat off target. Mbappe is offering some sort of an apology there.
He made it look a bit predictable.
And he goes cross-field. That pass isn't the best. Pass is just off target. Rijkaard. Mbappe. Always onto this. Eto'o could try cutting inside here. And he shoots! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Hazard. Well, I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. And this is Cruyff. Gullit. That looks a good cross. Hazard. Now it's Mbappe. And here's Messi. Eto'o. Messi. He's going for goal! Crossbar comes to the rescue. And he comes up trumps again.
Well, the keeper saved his team again here, Peter, but he needs more protection from this defence.
Beckenbauer. And we've reached half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. And the finish! What a wonderful goal!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here.
It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Corinthians have fired themselves in front.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Vieira. Messi. And this is Eto'o. Van Dijk spots it and intercepts. Nesta. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. And it's Van Dijk. Rijkaard. And it's Gullit. Now Cruyff. Maldini demonstrating his defensive quality there. Lahm. And here's Mbappe. Ronaldinho. There's the shot! They've done it! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Oh, what a finish.
And the shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Played towards the front line. Looking for the run. And he was quick to react. Quality ball. Threads one in. Van Dijk gets across to intercept that. Hazard. And this is Eto'o. Now it's Hazard. Mbappe. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Maldini. Hazard. Vieira. Messi. Tar kept his eye on it, and he's there. Rijkaard. Passes coming off in quick succession here. It's Eto'o! Oh, that is rather wayward. Maldini. Vieira. And it's Messi. Eto'o. And here's Messi. Hazard. And it's made its way to him. Mbappe showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Now it's Mbappe. Van Dijk simply refused to be outdone there. Great vision. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
And here's Eto'o. That's tidy. Now this could be a chance. Very nicely done. Ronaldinho delivered across. Brilliantly cut out. Messi powering forward here. And it's Cruyff. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Oh, that's an excellent interception. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Hazard opts to play it back. And he's gone backward. Messi! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
That could yet prove very pivotal. Chances like that just can't be wasted.
Vieira does really well to win the ball there. Oh, delightful ball. It's Ronaldinho! And he's in on goal. And one more try! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench.
All the big boys are set for this. It's like Land of the Giants in there.
Substituição para Portugal. Número 10. Número 21. Ronaldinho. Número 25. Número 15.
Cruyff, who's short.
Vão dar os seus lugares a...
Ball driven towards the far post.
Número 24. Número 8.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't...
Yeah, he's fouled him there.
Vamos dar lugar a uma substituição.
And he is going into that little black book. Vieira.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Ronaldo receives it in a good position here. Pelé. Well seen, saw that. It is going to need 30 more minutes. No winner after 90.
Well, there was very little between the sides all the way through, so extra time is the correct next step.
So to clarify, extra time will follow. "90 minutes gone and nothing between them still." Collier. Sarri is wide and looking to get onto this. Cruyff. And it's Baggio. Now it's Maldini. No, that's been intercepted. Cruyff. Cruyff will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Oh, can he get onto this? Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Makaleli has been given his marching orders. He had already been on a yellow card from a previous incident. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And that was very necessary. Vieira. Maldini. And it's Cruyff. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Now it's Pelé. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Nesta. Roberto Baggio. Sané. Sané. Can he get on the end of this? Sané, the specialist in tearing teams apart. It's a really well-measured ball. We've reached the midway point in extra time. Well, both teams have run themselves into the ground out there. Does anyone have one last moment of magic in them? Exhaustion, physical and mental. Will we find a winner? They have given it everything. It's been gruelling. But who will be standing at the very end? The referee's awarded a free kick. That has not gone well. Roberto Baggio. Roberto Baggio. Look at the space here. Shot, surely! Oh, yes, it's there! And that has raised the roof! Well, how's that for a class finish?
That's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
Substituição para Portugal. Número 13. Abandona o relvado e vai entrar com o número 18.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side, wear them down, deserve goal. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Portugal clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quick...
Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. And he's going to have his name taken. Sané ready to try one. So, a genuine chance to increase the lead. Kola.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And it's Cruyff. Now, that looks a decent ball.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Shot could be on. That's a good ball. There are... Sané!
Vamos ter minuto.
Oh no, what has happened here? Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. And that is that. A game of margins, of thrills, the sort of game that is a great advertisement for our sport.